Hey boy, the Robinsons, a family company.
Hello, Fight Cruiser is the name, Mount And Blade Bannerlord is the game. Today, guys, I'm going to be talking about one and only Mount And Blade Bannerlord. Since it's now came out about a day or two ago, since this video has now been uploaded, we're going to be talking about what my honest opinion about the game itself. Now, you get a bunch of opinions like this and this and that, and to be honest, I don't feel like they speak the truth, even though they say they do. For someone who's played this long, for 27 hours of the game, and even more coming down the road, I honestly think that my opinion now does matter, since I have more of a feeling of the game, and if you look right here, I have played many hours of Mount And Blade, the original, so I know what it's like to play the game. So, let's talk about what I feel about the game. And I think I feel alright with the game. I like the game. The game is not bad in any possible way. Sure, there are bugs, and every game has bugs. You're not gonna get away from bugs. That's just a thing in games. You can't avoid it. And that's the kind of thing you have to deal with. So, the way I think about these opinions that I see with online about judging the game for its bugs and everything, I kind of feel like they're too much judging. Even people in the comics kind of say it, but people go back and forth with kind of stuff, and to me, I think it's okay to make a bad review about the game. If you want to improve the game, if you want to show the developers that it's alright to make a better game, go do it. But the thing is that people don't do it with a full open mind. They don't fully play the game to the max. They don't try every little thing, and they don't try to enjoy the game. They look at a big picture. Take back when it first came out in 2016. It was a very hyped game. Very hyped. So many promises in the game, and here it is now, with obviously not all the promises that it comes with the game, but that's okay. It takes time. It even says early access. Now, if you don't know, they have now did this game. Like, they have fully wiped this game twice now. Like, fully reset it and started all over from scratch, trying to make this game perfect. And I kind of understand that games take a long time to make, and I feel like people who say bad about these games don't understand how long it takes to make a game. Like, do you think you know? Probably not. You probably don't know how long it takes a game, how much time, effort, money, all kinds of shit. Like, to make a perfect game is almost impossible. It is literally almost impossible to make a perfect game with no bugs, no problems, nothing. Just a smooth game. And to make promises on games and then to make sure they come to life is really hard too. Obviously, we don't know their full background of how they do things. They show clips here and there of how they do things, but I won't be showing that or getting into that. The game has good reviews. It's good. For my opinion, I love it. There's not a thing I would go back and go, that needs to be removed completely. Obviously, maybe the bugs, but I don't regret this game. I don't regret this game coming out at all. It is one of my favorite games, if not the favorite out of all. And if you've seen Mount And Blade history, you would know that I talk about how that's my most favorite game out of all games. And now with number 2 coming out, and everyone's really excited for it, and I'm excited for it, I know that I will make the best opinion on this game, because I'm a true fan. I'm not saying you guys are not, but I look at the games more differently, and as a developer myself, and making games is more difficult than you think it is, and especially with the time and money, and with all the promises that you try to add in, it's really hard to design a game like this. So, let's get into the cons, and then let's get into the pros of what I don't like about the game, and what I like about the game. So the cons, I like the graphics, obviously, everyone loves the graphics. The mechanics of the game, it's so nice, there's no problems with it. The mechanics, every time I tried the mechanics is different. Obviously, knowing the different mechanics between Mount Blade 1 and Mount Blade 2 are completely different. Like, they don't have camping, you don't wait it out, you don't, like, morale is a thing, but morale is a lot more different. I like it, it's a lot smoother. You got, a bunch of other stuff like options and stuff, they're all, all fine.
Artlist.io.
The most important thing is the mechanics work just fine. There's no problems with me with mechanics. Then we have the quest lines. Obviously the quest lines are a little bit short, and they're not as long as in, like, there's not as much of them. I think there's around like 10 quests, maybe more, depending on if you do lords or villagers, because if you do just villagers, there's only like a certain amount, like I think 4 or something, and then once you do lords and other gang members, then there's a little bit more. Obviously there should be more quests in their time, but give it time. Give it time, the game will improve, obviously. I've never doubted the game developers before. I mean, look at Mount And Blade. It's the most popular MMO, I guess you could say, or sandbox type of game. It is huge. Maybe not MMO, but definitely sandbox. It is huge for how many people played it and for how many hours are into this game. I mean, I've sucked in so many hours, and that's not even include the mods. The mods, once the mods come out, this game is going to be literally livid with how many players are going to be playing this game. It's going to be crazy, and they already said they're going to make this game a lot better with modding. So there's that. Next thing I like, the AI. The AI are so much more smarter. It is nice. Like, if you see right here, they're actually picking up arrows. They are actually picking up javelins, or spears, or throwing axe. Whatever they throw, that is cool. That is a cool mechanic. I also, when I did a gameplay of, I was playing it for myself, literally, the AI, I killed his horse, and what did he do? Did he just chase me? No, he went to go find the nearest horse and get back on it and try to kill me. So, these smart AI mechanics is so smart. They try to do things. I even saw when the AI, when I was fighting the villagers at the desert, they split themselves into 2 groups. One went from the left and the other went right. So the archers went from behind and tried to take us out from behind with some spearmen. That is so smart. The AI is smart. There is sometimes, like, I've ran into very small where the AI just doesn't do anything. Like, I had this one where he just sit there looking at the wall, holding up his shield, blocking the arrows that they were shooting, and he was on a horse and then eventually died, and I was like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. And then there was another time when I had my AIs following me, and then I died, and I just sit there and let all the arrows just constantly keep shooting them until they all died, or the archers ran out of arrows and started chasing them. One little tiny bug, and it got fixed the minute I reset it and played it again. It got fixed just fine, easily. And the thing I like about this game also is that the bugs are being fixed just fine. I don't like the bugs, I like the bugs being fixed. If you look, that they are actually fixing the bugs, and that's pretty cool. They did one day fixing the bugs, next day fixing bugs. It's nice. It's nice and fluid. The combat's nice. I like the combat. The people I've been seeing, what I've been seeing here is the loading screen. People have been complaining about the loading screen. People say it loads too long, it takes too long to load it, and then some people go, no, it doesn't take that long for me, it takes like 5 seconds, and to be honest, it only takes 5 seconds. It doesn't take that long, so either you are not sticking your game on an SSD, or you're just bad at the game. Just kidding. But yeah, maybe your computer is not the greatest. Yeah, this game is definitely looks like it's more made for higher up tier computers. I'm thinking 1060, maybe 1070. I'm pretty sure it says it somewhere on the Steam what it takes. It's probably a 960 what it takes and more. But yes, definitely put your game on an SSD. It makes it so much faster. If you don't have an SSD, well, I don't know what to tell you, because thanks to the little Krona, we won't be able to get the no computer parts or anything. I mean, there's a possibility, but going to your nearest Best Buy to get a part for an SSD is not going to really work. So maybe you can order it on Amazon. There's definitely plenty of SSDs on Amazon you can order. But that's not the point. Let's get back to it. So we got the combat, we got the graphics, we got the mechanics. Those are all good. And then we have the loading screen's just fine. For me, I like it. It's fine. It's loading. It's super fast. It's not slow at all. It takes like it takes mostly less than 30 seconds to load. There's maybe one time it takes like a minute or two. but it's not that long. It's literally so not that long. And usually a minute or two, it's a very rare. It's super rare, and they fixed most of those bugs. It was mostly during to the outpost when it would just freeze up, but they fixed those, so those are not a problem. So that's good. I also like the world map. I like the design of the world map and how it was built around and stuff. I also like the family tree. Obviously it hasn't been fully implemented, I guess. I don't know if you can get married or anything. I haven't got to that part. I mean, you have a father, you have a mother, and you have a brother. I don't know if you could get a sister. I'm pretty sure there's a chance you can get a sister, but I never could find my brother. That's the problem. I don't know where you find him. I don't know if you have to still do the main quest to complete that, but I know he's in the world, so that's pretty cool. Another problem that I had with, so I guess we're gonna get into the cons, because the pros were all there. I named all the pros. The pros were the graphics, the combat, the mechanics, the world map, the AI. I like that. That's all good. And then the cons, I think, is when I've had bugs where I send people out, and like this one time, I sent someone out to go do a quest for me since I didn't want to do it, and she never returned. The quest just bugged out, and she was put on holding, and I couldn't find her. It said she was in the middle of the desert, and I went out there, and she was not there. So I did not know where she was. And look at that. As I'm just talking, there is an update to Mount Blade. Wow, look at that. So, yeah, that was probably one bad thing. And then there's little small bugs that don't really bother me. The whole purpose of this game is to just get the fun and have fun with it. And yes, there's gonna be bugs. That's just games, okay? That's how it works. And with it being early access, you know, that's how it is. But the bugs don't bother me much. And people get a little too crazy when it comes to the bugs. People freak out a little too much and say, oh, refund, or this, or it's a bad game because of this. People say that, and I think that's not something you can just say. You shouldn't be able to just criticize it because of just one little bug or two little bugs. It's ridiculous. It's not a thing you should do. I mean, look at what was it, rock paper shotgun? They made a little thing saying the game doesn't have enough stuff in it to give it a review, and I kind of call that a bullshit, because I'm giving it a review right now, and I think the review is just fine. And you could just call me one of those people who does not want to criticize the game at all, but I'm telling you, I'm giving you a criticize right now. There are bugs. Do mind that, obviously. Do mind it is early access. Do mind that. But they are fixing bugs. They are fixing things. They are making things a lot better. Like I just said, they just now came out with another update, and that's 3 days in a row that just goes update, update, update. Like they're working on it. Give them chance. Give them time. Okay. I mean, even look at this post of developers admitting that there are some bugs and there are some, you know, not a lot of quests and stuff. This guy is giving an honest review. He is giving his honest opinion as a game developer himself. And see, that's the thing. They are trying. They're doing their best, and they're telling you, stick with the game. Wait and stick with the game. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, is to show your port, whatever, and stick with the game. They even said go to their forums and report any bugs, problems, or anything. There you go. You got problems? Go there. No need to rat about the game and give bad reviews about the game just because something's not working in your favor. That's not how it should work. You can criticize the game, but there's a limit to criticizing, because if you go too much, then you're just looking like another Call of Duty, fan all over again. And we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want a bad community. We want a good community. So guys, please, for the love of God, just stop hating on the game and start giving good advice. Start giving the really good stuff about it. Talk about it. Discuss about it. Like, play the game as it is. Give it a chance. Don't be a whiny baby and complain about the game. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And this is my review. The game is good. There's nothing too wrong with the game to the point where you should refund it. Nothing at all. The game is just fine. If you want to wait, go for it. I'm not going to force you to buy the game. But if you already have it and you're thinking about refunding it, don't be that kind of person. Don't give it bad review and say, well, I'm gonna refund it and wait. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's not something you should do. You have plenty of time to, check out the game and just play it. Just do it. Even, I know 2 hours is not, too long, but try it. Give it a chance, and you might like it. You will like it. I'm gonna tell you that. If I like it, which I'm a full-blooded, fan, and I am a developer myself, and I know how things go in and out, and how it all works, give it a chance. And I'm talking about you, Anthony. That's right. I know you little shit. You freaking refund it. That's okay though. Hey, you want to refund it? Fine. But all I'm saying, the more you refund it, the more it just looks like the game is bad. The more that you're saying that, oh, they don't deserve my money. Even though they do. They do deserve the money. They put a lot of effort into this game. A lot of time. A lot of things, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna be done ranting here, because honestly, this is a good review. If I was gonna give it a rate from, 0 to 10, I'd give it an 8. It is good. It is a good game. It is one of the greatest games that has ever came out, and it's only getting better. And so, why not buy it now? Have the living shit of fun out of the game, and then when more updates come, look back at the game. Look back how good and how, different it's been, and it's been growing. The team is trying their hardest. You obviously can see that they are doing their best. So, my end conclusion is stick with the game. Give it support. Don't be a downer. Don't be a hater. Don't do anything bad. Okay? Just enjoy the game. Have it what it's like and be fun. Other than that, I hope you guys have a lovely day and peace.